Good morning. I'd like to call this meeting of the House Health Committee to order. Devin, will you please take the roll?
Chairman Frankel.
Here.
Representative Benham.
Designation.
Borowski. Boyd. Hanbidge.
Designation.
Howard.
Designation.
Khan.
Designation.
Kozarowski.
Designation.
Krajewski.
Designation.
Mays.
Designation.
Priolatin.
Designation.
Sanchez.
Designation.
Schusterman. Benkat.
Here.
Chair Rapp. Representative Bonner. Borowitz. Brown. Day. Krupa.
Here.
Roy.
Here.
Rossi.
Here.
Stair. Twardzik.
Here.
Walsh. Zimmerman.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. The chair calls up House Bill 2042, printers number 2614, sponsored by Representative Briggs. Erica, can you please explain the bill?
House Bill 2042 amends the Safety and Youth Sports Act to add sports activities that aren't affiliated with schools to the act. Sports leagues and activities outside of schools would be subject to the education requirements and concussion protocols the same as school-related sports.
The question is, will the committee report House Bill 2042? I am offering Amendment A02388 to further define official recreational athletic event. The amendment clarifies that an event covered by the legislation must be sponsored, organized, and competitive, and not simply occur spontaneously. We don't want to stop neighborhood pickup games because forms can't be filled out in time and there's nobody to give them. Will the committee agree to the amendment? Are there comments on the amendment? Chair Rapp?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And as I spoke earlier with you, in all due respect to you and to you especially, I will be opposing and asking my members to be opposing the amendment and the bill. But my comments would be the same for the amendment and the bill, Mr. Chairman. In this committee, a couple months ago, I believe it was, we had a referral bill, Senate Bill 9, which this committee, the majority decided to just re-refer instead of voting on in committee. And the crux of Senate Bill 9 was the protection of women in sports from transgender males. And at that time, I read some examples of how female athletes were being harmed by transgender males in sports. And even with that, the committee decided not to vote on the bill, but to refer it further. And to this day, no committee has acted on that bill. While I feel it's very important to protect our young people in sports, especially when it involves concussions, at the same time, we are overlooking deliberately the injuries of female athletes by transgender males. And I will just give a few examples. In North Carolina, a volleyball player was severely injured during a game when a transgender athlete from the opposing team spiked the ball and struck the girl in the face, knocking her unconscious for about 30 seconds, resulting in a concussion, neck trauma, and 2 black eyes. This committee refused to act on Senate Bill 9. I will be opposing this amendment and this bill for the female athletes in Massachusetts. One who was injured by a trans-identified male opponent during a field hockey game when a ball he threw at her knocked her teeth out. And I'm sure there was even probably a concussion in that case too. And I am opposing the amendment and this bill for the female athletes in Massachusetts who were injured playing basketball against a trans-identified player. And also, Mr. Chairman, I probably should have been looking at this bill more closely, but as far as the content and the concussion issue, but I cannot, in good conscience, vote in favor of this bill when it does not mention anything about protecting women in sports against our transgender male athletes who still today are doing harm to women in women's sports. And so, Mr. Chairman, I will be asking my members to vote no on the amendment and to vote no on the bill. And hopefully, considering that the majority did not take up Senate Bill 9 and has not to this day, I'm still hopeful that maybe somehow we can amend this bill to correct this this issue and protect our women in some way with an amendment to the bill that specifically addresses protecting women in sports. So, Mr. Chairman, I will be a no on the amendment and the bill, and I am asking my members to vote no on both, but I would suggest that we also take a roll call vote. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Are there other comments on the amendment? Seeing none, Devin, would you please take a roll call vote, please?
Chairman Frankel.
Yes.
Representative Benham.
Designation yes.
Borowski. Boyd. Hanbidge.
Designation yes.
Howard.
Designation yes.
Khan.
Designation yes.
Kozarowski.
Designation yes.
Krajewski.
Designation yes.
Mays.
Designation yes.
Freeladen.
Designation yes.
Sanchez.
Designation yes.
Schusterman.
Yes.
Venkat.
Yes.
Chair Rapp.
No.
Representative Bonner. Horowitz.
Designation no.
Brown.
Designation no.
Day.
Designation no.
Krupa.
No.
Roy.
No.
Rossi.
No.
Stair.
Designation no.
Twardzik.
No.
Walsh.
Designation no.
Zimmerman.
No.
1412, the amendment passes.
Amendment A02388 is adopted. The amendment passes. The question recurs. Will the committee report House Bill 2042 as amendment? Is there any discussion on the bill? The chair recognizes Representative Briggs, who has joined us and is in the audience.
Thought you guys are my friends. I want to thank the chairman for, this is an important bill. It's something that was bipartisanly passed in 2011, the Student Safety and Youth Sports Act regarding scholastic athletics. I want to thank you for addressing the definition as we try to expand this. It was something that Senator Brown and I worked on. I was the chair of the co-chair with Dick Stevenson of the head injury caucus. And when we passed it, it was one of the first ones in the country to discuss return to play after a head injury. Dick and I introduced a resolution to study a couple sessions after it was unanimously passed to study it. I think it was the Legislative Budget and Finance. And couple of the recommendations they had was to expand it to all youth sports and also to address return to learn. which definition is in there for Department of Health to address that. This is about kids. This is about protecting our young athletes. Make sure that if they have a head injury, they take it seriously, they get the care they need before they can get back to action, before they can get back to the classroom. The sooner they can address these issues, the better. Unfortunately, sounds like politics is getting in the way. I have Senate Bill 9 in the Judiciary Committee, so we'll see what we do with that bill. But today, politics is entering everything we do, so it's unfortunate, but it is a good bill. I encourage all the members to be voting yes, and it's hopefully something we can advance to protect our kids. Thank you. Thank you, Chairman.
Thanks, Chairman Briggs. Representative, okay. Chair Rapp.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Representative Briggs, Chairman Briggs, I understand your comments about politics, but I think what we have seen, in the last several months is, we are, after all, politicians, sir, and I think politics do enter into just about everything we do here. I know we've had a lot of bills that, in my opinion, as a legislator, as a politician, have been very political driven. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Representative Krupa.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I do want to thank the maker of the bill for bringing this bill forward. Concussion injuries, as we all have come to learn over the last few decades, have serious consequences on the individuals who suffer those injuries. But to say politics are getting in the way on this bill, but not to acknowledge that politics have gotten in the way of protecting women from the harm from biological men competing in their sports is hypocritical, to say the best. I think that in the spirit of standing for those female athletes, that we need to use this as an opportunity to show just how vulnerable they are. This bill was put forward because of the severity of these types of injuries, but we are dismissive when we are sending our young girls and our athletes out to go to athletic war with biological men. It's unfair. And when this body, this particular committee had an opportunity to address that, we kicked it down the road. And the majority party just keeps kicking that can down the road. If that's not politics getting in the way, I don't know what is. And for nothing else but for taking a stand for those female athletes, I will be a no. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Roy. Chair Roy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is appalling. This bill would basically deal with concussions after they happen, whereas Senate Bill 9, as has been stated by others, would prevent concussions from happening. Rather than focusing on what to do after a 6'5", 250-pound boy spikes a volleyball into a 100-pound, 5-foot-tall girl's face, what to do with her concussion, that's what this bill does. Why don't we just keep that situation from happening to begin with? Now, there's always going to be concussions in sports. You're never going to get rid of all of them, but we can prevent concussions that happen when boys that are much larger, stronger, hurt girls. As far as political, I don't think it's political that a lot of us believe that girls deserve to have a girls' basketball team and boys can play on the boys' basketball team. Girls deserve to have a girls' volleyball team. Boys can play on the boys' volleyball team. That's not political. That's just common sense. It's just absolute common sense. So I will be no on this bill, but the prime sponsor of the bill is the committee chair of where Senate Bill 9 is. So at this time, I would like to make a motion that we table this bill until the Judiciary Committee passes Senate Bill 9. So can I make that motion, Mr. Chairman?
Certainly can. It's been moved that Senate Bill, that House Bill 2042 be tabled. Second by Representative Rossi. Is there discussion on that? That's Representative Roy, Chair Roy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 9 would help prevent concussions that girls receive. And if we table this bill that deals with concussions, that might encourage the Judiciary Committee to pass Senate Bill 9, which would protect girls. So I urge members to vote yes on tabling this bill until the Judiciary Committee passes Senate Bill 9. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
It's been, the motion to table, take a roll call vote, please, Devin.
Chairman Frankel,
No.
Representative Benham,
Designation no.
Borowski, Boyd, Hanbidge,
Designation no.
Howard,
Designation no.
Khan,
Designation no.
Kozarowski,
Designation no.
Krajewski,
Designation no.
Mays,
Designation no.
Freelawton,
Designation no.
Sanchez,
Designation no.
Schusterman, Venkat, Chair Rapp, Representative Bonner, Borowitz, Brown,
Designation yes.
Day,
Designation yes.
Krupa, Roy,
Yes.
Rossi,
Yes.
Stare,
Designation yes.
Twardzik,
Yes.
Walsh,
Designation yes.
Zimmerman. The ayes are 12, the nays are 14. The motion to table fails.
The motion fails. Returning to the question of House Bill 2042 is amended. Are there any additional comments? If not, I will. Excuse me?
I'd like to comment
Okay,
again,
go
Mr.
ahead.
Chair.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do believe this is a very important issue for our girl athletes today and our women who are athletes. When I was in high school, this is going to date me, but pretty much, you know, I'm a senior citizen anyway. I was in high school before Title IX. I did not have the opportunity to play women's sports the way women have the opportunity to play women's sports today. And it is appalling to me. I have daughters who played sports in high school. I have a slew of grandsons, but no granddaughters. And, but, you know, for any woman, any young girl who has had the opportunity in today's society, what an opportunity that playing sports has given to the young girls in our country. And the doors for higher education, for scholarships, for recognition, for awards that it has given to our women athletes, and for the majority party in this body to deny them that opportunity because they are holding on to this mindset. And really, we've had women athletes here whose careers, right here in this room, have been, you know, obliterated because of transgender males right here in this state, right at one of our universities. But the majority party sees nothing wrong whatsoever in penalizing our female athletes. They shut the doors. They're willing to shut those doors for our women athletes when they refuse to run Senate Bill 9, Do I believe that we should be very cautious and take care of people, our athletes with concussions? Yes, I do. But there's a time in this building when you stand on principle. And today, we are standing on the principle of what it means for female young girls from elementary school, the little basketball teams that they can play, and every other sport that girls have the opportunity to play and to succeed, to be awarded scholarships for higher education, to succeed in being an Olympian, to be whatever they want to be. But when males are allowed to enter those sports and severely injure our female athletes, it is wrong. And it's very difficult for me to understand how we as legislators cannot acknowledge how these cases that have severely injured our women athletes is not wrong. And I'm hoping, Mr. Chairman, that before this hits the floor, that maybe we can offer an amendment, or maybe, as Representative Roy said, we could see the majority party wherever the Women's in Sports Senate Bill 9 has landed. I'm not sure where it's landed right now because it's been passed around so much. If we could see that bill run, I think it would pass on the floor of the House. But at this point in time, I will again ask my members, for all the female athletes out there, to vote no on principle because of how this bill is connected to Senate Bill 9 and the majority party totally ignoring the safeguards in Senate Bill 9. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. First, I'd like to thank Representative Briggs for all the work that's gone into this in the years of study. And I think it's unfortunate that we're going to penalize a piece of legislation and the students, athletes who would benefit from these safety precautions because we're trying to conflate issues that aren't in front of us. This bill, it's been 15 years since we passed the Safety and Youth Sports Act to support proper care after concussions. And since that time, we've continued to learn how important it is to provide proper care for young people who've had head injuries in order to help protect them from serious negative consequences down the road. That's what's in front of us today. And I think in all my 27 years of the legislature, it's what's in front of us that's relevant. This is an important piece of legislation to protect young people in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I think it's unfortunate that we're trying to conflate this with other issues. I would ask my members for an affirmative vote on this important piece of legislation. And again, I want to thank Representative Briggs for bringing it to us today. So with that, Devin, would you please take the roll?
Chairman Frankel.
Yes.
Representative Benham.
Designation, yes.
Borowski. Boyd. Hanbidge.
Designation, yes.
Howard.
Designation, yes.
Khan.
Designation, yes.
Kozarowski.
Designation, yes.
Krajewski.
Designation, yes.
Mays.
Designation, yes.
Friolatin.
Designation, yes.
Sanchez.
Designation, yes.
Schusterman. Venkat. Chair Rapp.
No.
Representative Bonner. Horowitz.
Designation no.
Brown.
Designation no.
Day.
Designation no.
Krupa.
No.
Roy.
No.
Rossi.
No.
Stair.
Designation no.
Twardzik.
No.
Walsh.
Designation no.
Zimmerman.
No.
The ayes are 14, the nays are 12. House Bill 2042 passes out of the Health Committee as amended.
House Bill 2042 will be reported as amended. Thank you, members. The chair calls up House Bill Resolution 203. Printer's number 1458, sponsored by Representative Guzman. Erica, would you please explain the resolution?
House Resolution 203 directs the Joint State Government Commission to study medication errors, including how they occur in different settings, how they are reported in order to provide recommendations on reducing medication errors. The study must include example policies from other states and professional best practices, as well as a review of existing laws and the agency with oversight of medication errors. An appointed advisory committee will assist in the study, including representatives from the Office of the Secretary of Health, the Hospital and Health System Association of Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania Medical Society, the Pennsylvania Pharmacists Association, the Pennsylvania State Nurses Association, the Patient Advocacy Program within the Department of Health, a registered nurse, a registered physician, and any other expertise needed.
The question is, will the committee report House Resolution 203? On that question, I am offering Amendment A02337. This amendment makes substantive changes to the content of the Joint State Government Commission study to review the impact of existing policies to reduce medical errors. The study would expand beyond simply medication errors, instead including them as one component of medical errors overall. Rather than a survey different policy options, the study would examine what is and isn't working now and related to the laws that we have on the books and make suggestions for improvement. The advisory committee will be expanded to include a patient safety officer from a medical facility and a representative from a patient safety authority. Will the committee agree to the amendment? On that question, I recognize Representative Venkat.
Thank you, Chair Frankel. There's no question that the issue of medical errors is a serious one. There have been studies to this effect, even though there are serious methodologic concerns about some of those conclusions. My concern with this amendment is that we have the Patient Safety Authority. Working in hospitals, we have a pretty robust infrastructure in every facility that I'm aware of to look at medical errors. And it's not clear to me that the Joint State Government Commission is structured to be able to access the relevant data given privacy concerns and to come to conclusions on this. I will very hesitatingly support the amendment and the resolution, but to make clear, I think this resolution requires a great deal of work before it is brought up for floor consideration, and I hope that that work will happen on a bipartisan basis.
Other comments? Representative Bonner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Resolution 203 started as a request to have the Joint State Government Commission conduct a study of medication errors in the hospital setting. As a result of one patient medication error set forth in the resolution of involving inadvertent passage of medication. This resolution is now being expanded by this amendment to include the study of all medical errors within the hospital setting by the Joint State Government Commission and an 11-person advisory commission. This resolution would have much more serious impact and consequences if we did not already have a very robust reporting system currently in place. In 2004, Pennsylvania was the first state. In fact, it's the only state to adopt a patient safety commission or authority that gathers information from hospitals on a monthly basis. All hospitals in Pennsylvania must report to this authority any medical incident, one causing significant harm, or just a medical incident that raises some concern. And the Patient Safety Authority gathers this information, studies this information, and then issues recommendations back to the hospitals to implement for patient safety. I can tell you that serving 40 years on a hospital board, or actually boards, 3 of them, the hospitals take this reporting requirement very seriously. as they desire to ensure that medical procedures and practices are followed for the well-being of our citizens, and to avoid very significant penalties if in fact they fail to report such information. Yet, this legislature and this committee has not gone to the Patient Safety Authority and even asked them, do you have the tools to oversee hospital errors that are occurring? Do you have the tools for the reporting and for the development of a plan? We haven't even taken the time to go to the Patient Safety Authority and make that inquiry. The level of reporting by hospitals to the Patient Safety Authority is set forth in the resolution. It tells you how aggressive hospitals are in reporting this information. In 2024, over 300,000 reports were made to the Patient Safety Authority, involving 12,000 serious incidents. So it tells you how many minor incidents were also reported to this authority. There is tremendous compliance with the hospitals to the Patient Safety Authority, and there is excellent reporting back of this authority to the hospitals. In serving on the boards, I can tell you that there are two primary functions that we perform at each meeting, which in my instance occurred monthly. Our meetings lasted usually more than 3 hours. And the two primary concerns were the finances of the hospitals and the level of care that was being provided. So I can tell you, based on experience, that we are very cautious and very concerned with identifying medical errors, trying to address them within our own setting, and reporting this information to the Patient Safety Authority. I agree with Representative Venkat that the Joint State Government Commission is not the appropriate vehicle to conduct this investigation. In fact, yesterday in a meeting of the State Government Committee, it was reported to us that the Commission is indicating they are overwhelmed with study requests. And there are two now coming or proposed to come from the State Government Committee today. And yet they are saying we are overwhelmed. Taking on this particular responsibility would require significant expertise that they do not have, and also to review an issue where, other than what the resolution sets forth, one patient involving one medication error, and we are going to spend all of this time, all the taxpayer dollars, which we know are becoming much more difficult to obtain from our taxpayers. We're going to create another bureaucracy of an 11-person advisory committee, plus potentially additional members. So I would ask today that we allow this system to work as it has been working, and at least to make an inquiry of the Patient Safety Authority whether they feel that there are needed reforms to address this issue, rather than creating this bureaucracy, wasting time and money in this effort that I believe is tempting to provide a solution when there is no problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Bonner. Chair Rapp, do you have something? Yep. We have with us today also the Executive Director of the State Government Committee, of the State Government, of the Commission, Glenn Pasowitz, and might want to comment in terms of the capacity to complete this study. Could you use the microphone, please?
Yeah, Glenn Pasowitz, Joint State Government Commission. We're very busy. There's a lot going on, but we won't turn down work. We'll do the best we can to handle everything, and we're getting things done. So there's a lot going on, but I would not say that we are beyond our capacity or that we are overburdened with what we have going right now. So if you decide to give it to us, we can get it done.
Yes, sure. Chair Rapp.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, sir, for being here today. Just a quick question. Will this involve more funding for the commission from the state budget? Or do you work within a budget? And
Right, yes. We're always appreciative if we get a little more, but no, everything that goes into our appropriation pays for the projects we're working on. So it's already covered.
Thank you.
Chair Roy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. How many different studies are you guys working on that you've already been assigned that you have to work on?
It varies. Right now, we have about 9 projects going. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes we have more than 15, 16, 17 going at a time.
How many do you normally do a year on average?
We release between 9, or at least 9 reports a year. We've done as many as 14 in a year.
Okay, thank you.
Represent. Just to make sure you're all right answering some of these questions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Representative Krupa.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you so much for this information. To piggyback on what Rep. Bonner had indicated in terms of expertise, it seems like that this is a very, and Representative Venkat, that these are very, very specific issues that you would have to be an expert in the medical field, not just the medical field, but the medical field pertinent to the particular issue. In the court of law, you'd have to be an expert and qualified as an expert to give an opinion in the court of law on these issues. Does your staff have those capabilities to make an educated expert opinion on these types of issues?
That's where the advisory committee comes in. So the experts that are out there they would meet and discuss and talk to each other and tell us what, if it gets down to something technical or specialized like that, we rely on the advisory committee, members of the advisory committee to inform us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Executive Director. Appreciate you. Chair, Representative Bonner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for coming today. Sure. May I ask who asked you to come today?
I showed up.
Why is that?
I saw that because I thought, 203 is running. It might be an important thing. So I thought, maybe I'll stop in and see what happens with it. So.
Do you have any concerns at all about conducting the study?
No, not any, no.
Do you have any medical personnel within your employment structure, your employees with specific medical background?
No.
Did you express on a prior occasion that you were concerned about the level of work that the legislature was imposing upon your commission?
I get nervous when a lot starts coming in, but like I said, we always find a way to get it done.
My question, though, is did you express any concern about the level of work that your commission is being asked to perform by the state legislature?
Did I personally say
or
that?
anyone within your
I don't know if
office?
somebody else may have done, but no.
Okay. But I, based on what you're saying today, though, you do have some concern about the continued assignment of work to your agency. Is that correct? In light of your budgetary limitations.
Right, but that's what we do, though. So I mean, it gets busy, but we do get it done.
Have you ever conducted a study of hospital systems?
Bonner, I think we're going to move on.
I have one final question, if I may.
Okay, quickly, please.
Have you ever conducted a study of hospital systems in Pennsylvania through the commission before?
We did, a while ago, we did a report on medical malpractice. We have not, I'm trying to think, I haven't really gone into patient safety, medical errors as a topic before. No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you, Director. Appreciate
Sure.
your being here. I'm going to, okay, comment, because we've got about 15
Thank you,
minutes.
Mr. Chairman. Just a quick comment. I've only spent 10 years on a hospital board, unlike Representative Bonner, but I've been part of the Professional Care Committee, which is a separate committee for our hospital. And we meet before our board meetings, and we spend 2-3 hours to going over every process that happens in the hospital. If there's a fall, it's a terrible thing. If there's a drug interaction, it's bad, but we do follow those up, and we have a robust program that does take care, and I think this is a duplicitous study, and we don't need to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me just say, this resolution examines the reporting system that Representative Venkat and Representative Bonner spoke about. We did consult with the Patient Safety Authority in drafting the amendment. The study would not and could not recreate the entire process. Rather, it would give us the confidence that the existing system is working. I know that members of the regulated community have expressed opposition to this amendment related to medical errors and expressed concerns about duplicative reporting, review of patient records, and legal liability. To that end, I want to be clear about the intent. The goal is simply to look at the existing processes, facilities used to report, investigate, and change practices to reduce medical errors. We know that medical errors happen. We suspect that they are underreported. But most importantly, we want to know that our law, which was designed to help facilities safely identify dangers and then learn from them, is resulting in safer medical procedures for patients. We spoke yesterday with the Joint State Government Commission to confirm they could accomplish the study, as you just heard, and also to be assured that they would not have the authority, nor would it be appropriate to look at individual patient records. They explained that they would be working with existing reported data. Importantly, the advisory committee assisting the study includes representatives of the regulated facilities who will help define the boundaries of the study. However, well, anyway, and I know we're going to have some comments from Chair Rapp. Chair Rapp, let me turn it over to you.
I'm going to wait. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. After the other amendment, and I will be supporting the amendments.
There was a slight error in the drafting for Chair Frankel. I take it on me, and we need to move to Rep. Rossi's amendment, which will be A0. I'm panicking. We're all good. Thank you. We have to, it's scripted. All right. Yeah, we're
No.
good. Thank you.
So we're voting. We're
Yes.
voting on
Oh,
it.
we want to vote on your amendment, is
Right,
that right?
right.
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're voting on Amendment A02337.
Yes.
Devin, will you please take the roll? On the
Chair
amendment?
Frankel.
On the amendment?
Yes, sir. On amendment A2337. Chair Frankel.
Yes.
Representative Benham.
Designation, yes.
Borowski. Boyd. Hanbidge.
Designation, yes.
Howard.
Designation, yes.
Khan.
Designation, yes.
Kozarowski.
Designation, yes.
Krajewski.
Designation, yes.
Mays.
Designation, yes.
Freelatin.
Designation, yes.
Sanchez.
Designation, yes.
Schusterman. Venkat. Chair Rapp.
Yes.
Representative Bonner. Horowitz.
Designation, yes.
Brown.
Designation, yes.
Day.
Designation, yes.
Krupa. Roy.
No.
Rossi. Stare.
Designation, yes.
Twardzik.
No.
Walsh.
Designation, yes.
Zimmerman.
No.
Yeas are 21, the nays are 5. Amendment 2337 passes.
Thank you, members. Ah, great. The question is, will the committee report House Resolution 203? On that question, Representative Rossi is offering Amendment A02373. Mike, will you please explain the amendment?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This amendment merely adds the Pennsylvania Ambulatory Surgery Association to the commission that will be studying what's put forth in this resolution. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Will the committee agree to the amendment? On that question, I ask, call on Representative Rossi.
Hi, this is just going to add the Ambulatory Surgery Association, and I ask for an affirmative vote.
Are there any other comments on the amendment? Chair Rapp?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am in definite support of this amendment and ask my members to please support this amendment.
I want to thank Representative Rossi for the amendment. Is there any opposition to the amendment? Devin, will you please take the roll?
Chair Frankel.
Yes.
Representative Benham.
Designation, yes.
Borowski. Boyd. Hanbidge.
Designation, yes.
Howard.
Designation, yes.
Khan.
Designation, yes.
Kozarowski.
Designation, yes.
Krajewski.
Designation, yes.
Mays.
Designation, yes.
Frialaten.
Designation, yes.
Sanchez.
Designation, yes.
Schusterman. Venkat. Chair Rapp.
Yes.
Representative Bonner. Horowitz.
Designation, yes.
Brown.
Designation, yes.
Day.
Designation, yes.
Krupa. Roy.
Yes.
Rossi. Stare.
Designation, yes.
Twardzik.
No.
Walsh.
Designation, yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Yeas are 24, the nays are 2. Amendment A02373 passes out of the Health Committee.
Thank you. The question recurs, will the committee report House Resolution 203 as amended? Is there any further discussion on the resolution? Chair Rapp?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I had some lengthy comments, but with the time here, I'm just going to shorten them to, I believe it is definitely important that we take a look at this resolution. I know there is some opposition. I'm happy to hear that there will be no further funding because of the study, but I know that there are still some critical concerns on this resolution, and I will be supporting the resolution. I'm not promising my support on the floor, but for now, Mr. Chairman, I will be supporting the resolution.
Thank you, Chair Rapp. Pennsylvania is widely recognized as a leader in reporting medical errors, but we've heard concerns that our system doesn't always allow for deep dives into the causes of those errors or result in fixes. It's critical that our providers feel that they can safely report medical errors so that everyone can learn from them, and they need to do so without fear of becoming liable. But we also want to know that in granting those protections, we're getting a system that works for our patients. A recent report on medical errors from the Federal Office of the Inspector General suggests that half of patient harm events weren't reported nationally. I hope that's not the case in Pennsylvania, but it would ease my mind to know it, and if there are places for improvement of our system, I'd like to understand how we can help. We've heard from many stakeholders that they would really prefer we not ask for a study on medical error reporting system. I'm going to take their concerns in good faith and promise to work towards any guardrails necessary to ensure that this won't involve unnecessary work on behalf of facilities or expose them to lawsuits. With that, Devin, would you please take the roll?
Chair Frankel.
Yes.
Representative Benham.
Designation, yes.
Borowski.
Designation, yes. Oh, she's here.
Boyd. Hanbidge.
Designation, yes.
Howard.
Designation, yes.
Khan.
Designation, yes.
Kozarowski.
Designation, yes.
Krajewski.
Designation, yes.
Mays.
Designation, yes.
Frialaten.
Designation, yes.
Sanchez.
Designation, yes.
Schusterman. Venkat. Chair Rapp.
Yes.
Representative Bonner. Horowitz.
Designation yes.
Brown.
Designation yes.
Day.
Designation yes.
Krupa. Roy.
No.
Rossi.
No.
Stare.
Designation yes.
Twardzik.
No.
Walsh.
Designation yes.
Zimmerman.
No.
Yeas are 20, the nays are 6. House Resolution 203 reported as amended out of committee.
Thank you. House Resolution 203 is reported affirmatively out of the House Health Committee. The Health Committee receives many resolutions. I want to thank my counterpart and her legal counsel, Mike Siggett, on their support and efforts to streamline the resolution process. I now call up a package of resolutions that have been deemed non-controversial by both chairs. As such, we will take one vote on this package without comment. For any member that wishes to vote no on this package, simply raise your hand when I call for a vote. If you do not raise your hand, your vote will be recorded in the affirmative on all the resolutions. So the committee will vote on the following resolutions. House Resolution 392, recognizing the week of March 8th through March 14th, 2026 as Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Week in Pennsylvania. House Resolution 399, recognizing February 19th as Wear Purple Day to remember youth that have passed from sudden cardiac arrest. House Resolution 411, recognizing the month of February 2026 as Blood Cancer Awareness Month in Pennsylvania. Is there any opposition to the package of non-controversial resolutions? Those objecting, please raise their hands. Seeing none, the package of non-controversial resolutions is reported out of the House Health Committee unanimously. There being no further business before the committee, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, members.